Okay. Hi. Should be live here. It's been a while, so let me make sure we are actually broadcasting. Should be on YouTube. It's garbage recommendations. Neural MMO. We live? Yeah, we are live. Okay, perfect. Um, it's been a while. I am not back here full time properly yet. I was in the hospital with pneumonia for a good while. It was pretty rough. So, slowly ramping back up work. Haven't really felt up to streaming, though I have been doing some dev. We're just gonna see how this goes. Stuff's probably gonna be a little less formal, a little lower energy than normal, but I am doing some dev, so I may as well stream it. There's a lot of stuff going on at the moment with PufferLib, with our hyperparam sweep stuff, doing some work there, a lot of new environments, a lot of stuff to code review. But then also we've got some new academic collabs and old ones as well. So I think what we're going to do right now, I was working on this GPU accelerated driving sim, speeding up training with that yesterday, and I made some progress, but I broke some stuff. So we're going to see what's going on there. Let me see. Let's see if I find my old terminal for this. Yeah, so got this, and I've been told that there are some small changes. Okay. So that's weird. Let's see what config changes were made. Okay, I don't know why this is a thing. Yeah, this is not a good change. I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, that's bizarre. I don't know why they would do that. Hey Will, how's it going? I'm in Florida time, so not really. I saw that. I am kind of back to work just on whatever the hell hours. This stupid thing. I'm not even wearing the oxygen monitor because I'm sick of it going off constantly. I've got a Slack on the side, which I'm just out of respect, I'm not putting on this stream. It's nothing really super private. It's just chatting with the GPU drive folks on some stuff that they've changed. Does this thing train now? No, it doesn't. Hey, Captain. Hey, I'm back streaming a little bit. So here we have GPU drive at 260. This is nice and fast, but I broke something. I think if I can figure out, I guess if I just look at the data a little bit, I might be able to get a sense of what's going on here. I guess we just look in the forward path. It's right here. If I can get this working for them today, they're going to be very happy. I also appreciate how, when I fix stuff from, occasionally we get some, where is it? We get some fun endorsements. That always helps out. Where's Eugene's tweet? Yeah, Eugene's funny. It's nice to have one of the advertising posts do okay once in a while. Just to drive. Occasionally I get DMs off of stuff like this. I mean, realistically, we only need to sign a few more contracts to have Puffer like very, very nice and stable. Okay, so we have ego state. What's this? This is zeros. That's probably not good. Okay, this is also 0. But this could just be the reset call. Right, this could just be the reset call. Yeah, so that is just the reset call. And then the road graph. So does this change at all? 747 to 741. So this did change a little bit. What about road graph? Road objects. This did, so 3.2, 3.13, so these are changing. These do seem to be getting updated. Map embed. Where is it? Road graph. This didn't change at all, did it? Road graph didn't change? Is that true? No, it does change. Okay. So it's not like I've just completely corrupted the data. Oh, well, that's bad. Yeah, the data's normed wrong. That would make sense. Okay, ego state max is like 5. That's still big. Giant integers. That's very weird. What about observation? Okay, observation is float 32. So somehow we're getting bad data out of this. What's this called? Observation, okay. Okay, so we have 15, 24. Yeah. Okay, let's go figure out where in the environment this is happening. You're not one-hot encoding the road types. I should be one-hot encoding the road types. Alright, let me just link on this stream. Is this it? Apparently I'm forgetting a one hot. I'm doing it in place or something weird. Well, I think I'm screwing up multiple things. Where's this? So get ob. I should be able to see this here. Welcome. It's easier to just stream all the dev. Oops. This is not contract work. I support academic labs for free, Captain. So if this type of work were for a company, it would be paid. But for academic labs, I just do it for free. And the goal is fix reinforcement learning first and profit second. Okay, so I see here the partner obs. I see that I have bad data in here. And the question is why? Daphne, this is definitely not, like, this definitely wasn't in the observations before I messed with it, right? There definitely weren't things in the thousands before I messed with this, right? Okay, index 8 already. We have on index 8. So I have to go see what that is. Okay, so this is supposed to be on IDs. Maybe I did mess this up. But what were you using before? Hang on, I want to make sure. Let's see what they were using before. Okay, see, they weren't using agent type before anyways. So this is why I commented it, because it wasn't being used. So all they have is speed, X, Y, length, and width. But somehow this is giant. How is this gigantic? Am I doing something wrong here? $63 by 9. So I guess they're like 63 cars or whatever. So then 8 would be... Am I just like including too much data in here by mistake? Do I just have to like index this? Isn't this just like... Six. You only use speed, rel x, width and height, right? Length. You don't even use height for some reason. So 1, 2, 3. I think this works. Oops. Yeah, ego obs should be fine. The max of that is like a 5. I think it's this partner obs that I'm streaming right here. I don't know if you're still on the stream. Could be, yeah, okay. Well, this is definitely wrong because there's data in the thousands here. I'm looking at this now. I guess like the layers are lazy or something because... No, 3 to 7, hold on. Oh, I guess I added 1. I added in vehicle height, but that shouldn't matter. Okay, so partner... Okay, so now this is smaller, which is good. Ah, you see? Yeah, so we were just including, I messed up and I included, I don't know what else was in there, but there was some extra garbage data. So that should fix that. And presumably I did something similar with the road graphs. Presumably I did something similar with the road graphs. Road map observations. Get. Okay, so this has two things in it, and let's see which of these is wrong. I bet this will just, once we fix this will just work. It's just like data in the thousands screwing up the network. All right, so we have road graph.data shape graph.type.shape. And then this is max. Okay, so that's not great. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, welcome. Okay, so type is correct. Oops. I only see 50 something, which is weird. But data, yeah, there's something wrong with the road graph data. Let me go look. XY segment length. Okay, so it is 52. And this gets one hotted, so we know that this is fine. Okay, so the first couple dimensions are big. Let's see, these should be getting normalized, but maybe I broke that. Did I mess this up? This should work here because I'm normalizing. This should be a fine in place normalize. The segment length normalize is wrong. Yeah, I don't know what I did there. This normalization is, but the X and Y should be right. I must have just gotten tired at the end of yesterday. That's silly right there. It's a silly mistake. But the normalized looks right. Daphne, it should be a view. It should be the same thing because it should be a view. Okay, so here, look, we have self.x, which is this dimension. And then self.data, was it colon 0. Okay, so these are the same thing. And then if I do this, then, yeah, so self.x is now normalized. And self.data is now normalized. So this is correct, because this is a view. So this is actually being normalized correctly. So I don't actually know then how, I don't know how this is leaking. Okay, so we still have a 52 in here. Maybe it's just a different channel. Forge.where. 02 0102. Yeah, okay, so that's interesting. So what is 2? 2 is segment length. Okay, so it's right here. I just messed this up. Yeah, this is just a screw up. This is a straight screw up. I thought I did this for the other ones. I have no idea why I didn't do it for this. I must have just forgotten. So yeah, let me fix that for you real quick. That's a dumb mess up. Do something like this. Set data. Yeah, that's my bad. And then what we need is segment length, segment width. So this is what's good. Welcome. Currently fixing up some bugs I introduced to GPU driving sim while trying to massively speed up training. So we got training from 35,000 to 250,000 steps per second, which I'm pretty happy with. But I broke some stuff in data normalization apparently, so I'm fixing that. You can see current code progress live on the GPU drive repository right here. Speaking of which, I should probably have this not covered by camera. But yeah, this is pretty deep in the weeds of like simulation optimization stuff. Yeah, so this is now going to be normalized correctly, and we're no longer going to have total blow up. Is this supposed to be commented? I'm pretty sure this is not my comment. Daphne, I don't know if you know why this one's not normalized. Segment height. I'm gonna put the norm back in just because it'll be easier. I'm gonna put the norm back in. I doubt it'll matter a ton, but I'm gonna put that back in. I don't know, there's not like some magic thing where normalizing this breaks everything, right? We weren't using the height anyways, okay. Well, we're gonna use it just because it's contiguous data, so it should be free. See, because I have 4 variables like this, so what I can do is I can just do like self.data of, what's this, 2, segment length is 2, 2:5, I believe. 2, 3, 4, 2, no, 2 to 6. So I can do this in place in one operation. like this. Let's see what that does for us. The next thing we're gonna have to do is get you once we have this training, we're gonna have to get you hyperparam sweep stuff, which that actually might not be that hard. We could try some of my latest stuff with Neptune sweeps potentially, because they're substantially easier to set up than Wand B sweeps. But we're definitely going to want to get you hyperparam sweeps. It'll make a huge difference. Okay, so let's just shape. This would be CUDA 6 shape. It's colon 26. Yeah, colon 26. Hey Daphne. It's a pretty small stream at the moment. We've only got a few people on here. I don't know. If I stream consistently, it gets up to like 10. Made a Twitch account, so I talk here. Yeah, I don't know. It's streaming the dev. I don't know. It just makes stuff easy because, like, I actually have the freaking screen share working and a reasonable resolution and stuff. You'd be surprised the amount of stuff I just get done on stream. I'll do like, it's been really good for Puffer. I do like code reviews for like contributor code on the stream. I've like merged half dozen environments from people that way. Since I've been sick, I've just been doing stuff on the Discord, but normally this is what I do. And it's just easier. And I don't have to deal with like resolution being a mess because I have everything set up correctly through OBS. I got the mic set up correctly and all that. I don't know. It was slightly awkward like streaming all the dev at first, but you kind of just get used to it. Okay, so that works now. And this is correctly normed. Yeah, Daphne's at NYU. I probably missed a couple breakpoints. Oh, sorry to slice and dice all your Python code here, Daphne, but performance. I tried not to make too much a mess of it. There's probably some nice syntactic sugar that we can put on stuff as well to make it a little easier to read without losing perf. You just can't have the extra copies. Okay, so also, for some reason, the very first observation that comes out of reset is all zeros. I don't know why that is, but that's what currently comes out of your 7. I don't think it's a big deal, but You should be aware of it. So these obs are still not amazingly normed. Like 5.7. These are supposed to be -1 to 1 or whatever, right? Fives could mess you up a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, this is probably why your layer norm was having an effect at all, is because the data is not conditioned correctly. Dead controlled agents. This is on first step though. This shouldn't be, because look, if I run this, right? So the first step is 0 because for whatever reason, reset gives you zeros. Okay, but then, okay, so torch max, right? Observation. So first step is 0. One step. Okay, 1.4. Maybe you're right, and maybe they do die on the second step, and then there's like a 5 point. But actually, no, because you shouldn't be controlling. Those should be filtered, right? I don't think we should be encoding those. I don't think dead agents should get into the network the way we're doing it. Regardless, we can see on this. My guess though is that this is going to be worth spending some time on, and it'll probably improve perf. I definitely wouldn't use layer norm to get around this. Layer norm is just really slow and kind of jank. I pretty much never use layer norm if I can avoid it. It's just like slow and it creates problems. Like, yeah, sometimes you throw it on stuff and it works, but usually it's like a band-aid. Do you know why layer norm is slow? It's a good question. What's the implementation of layer norm? I haven't looked at it in so long. It's kind of funny because looking at it, it doesn't look like it would be horribly slow. It's probably just that, like, at the scale that we're working at, like the nets are so small that things like this actually matter. Like, yeah, you probably wouldn't notice layer norm if you were training at 10,000 steps per second, but like things start mattering at this level of perf. You would think that that would have a reasonably well optimized kernel as well. You also don't need dropout. I wouldn't be surprised because it's on 0 anyways, but I wouldn't be surprised that it's like still running the operation even on 0. Let's see if this runs. This one won, babe. Goal's still not working here. Oh, wait, no, it's going up. Let it sink. Yeah, there we go, look. Is it? Yeah, that's actually training now, I think. We're gonna have to fix your stats and stuff so you get clean graphs. Yeah, this is training though. So my bad. I messed up your normalization. It was a long coding day. Let's make sure this actually. I don't know what's up with the wannabe graphs. They're like kind of janky the way that they report. Look at that. Yeah, I will. They're just taking a while to sync. Here. Why don't I just turn these off? So I get reasonable access, and then these steps are like, I swear, wannabe messed up all their graph axes. Do you have agent steps here? I don't know what you call this metric. Global step. All right, the clean RL name. So there you go to 92 immediately. In the top right of the whole, yeah, they changed their UI though, Captain. Like, they keep changing their stupid UI and making it slower. I don't know. I've been using Neptune lately because Wannabe's been annoying me. Okay, so this now works. I don't know if 92. This is only like 3 scenes, so we'd have to like look at the policy to see if there's something janky with these particular scenes that's preventing it from being 100. But that looks like it's stabilized, so I expect there's probably something with this scene. Why don't we do the full training now? I know we can get to 100 here. Okay, so did I break architecture? Let me see. Yeah, it's a very weird shape though, you see, because it's like so flat. Nah, local optima don't exist. Those don't exist. Maybe they kind of exist in RL. Man, the local optima thing was like a 2016 ML zeitgeist. All right, let me do the full scenes to see how that does. Because I wanna actually get you running on that. What was it? Experiments or examples? Experiments. So it was 100 scenes, and then a resample was true. Is this it? Did I match? Could you also please explain this to me? So you're simulating 100 worlds in parallel, but you only have like you're simulating 300 worlds in parallel, but only 100 unique scenes. Like, why wouldn't this be 300 unique scenes? Like, is there any reason to have fewer scenes? And also, isn't this supposed to be like 100,000 or something? Isn't it supposed to be like all of the worlds? K unique is the number you initialize with. Okay. Like, I think that what you want is a data set of like 100,000 worlds or however many scenes you have, and then you just sample either randomly with or without replacement, you just sample from them, right? Resample setting, you're controlling how you sample during training. Okay, I'm confused how there's like so many different settings to this though. Num worlds will always be right. So num worlds, this is just like a batch size, basically, right? This is just a batch size. But what I'm confused as to is why there are any additional parameters in this. It should just be however many however many scenes you have, right? So shouldn't this number be like, and then I don't know what this resample data set size, like what's this number as well? Like it would seem to me that this should just be like the total number of scenes that you have available for both of these numbers. And I don't know what this resample limit is either. I mean, I can set these numbers to match your current experiment setup for now, but like I don't know if this is matching the thing that you're actually trying to do. So like if you have set to 100 scenes with resampling and stuff, like I can do this right now, and I can download the full data set as well to run this for you. If it's useful, I can spend some time today trying to get some of our hyperparameter sweep stuff set up for you as well. Just in looking at things like scaling laws. I see. I guess it depends on your objective. In my head, it's like you can just train on everything and just solve the entire, like you can just solve the benchmark, right? Maybe that's not your objective. I don't know. In my mind, it's just like solve the benchmark. Let's see if this is any harder. Well, like what's the goal for the project, right? Is the goal to have like broadly capable, driving agent in whatever scenario, or is it to use this with like thing that happens to be a driving simulator for like algorithms research? Those are two very different objectives. I thought it was like, okay, both. Well, if you want it to be both, then I would suggest on the research side that we spend some time getting this to 500K because this is running like half the speed of other complex sims. We can pretty much get anything to 500K with a little bit of effort. I mean, like here, this crazy thing runs at 1,000,000 steps per second per core, and like if I just like like this is like a massive world with like tons of agents in it, and this thing will run at like 1,000,000 steps per second per core and trains at 500K. So like basically, if you do the optimization work, you can make anything run at 500K. And our nets are 10 times bigger than yours as well. This is a 1,000,000 parameter network running at 500K versus like a 100,000 parameter network. So like with the optimization, if you want it to be like a really good fast research benchmark, that can be done. It's just, it will take some additional work. And I think that's going to actually require, I will have to look at the Madrona code if you want it to be that fast, because just the way that observations are structured at the moment, coming out of Madrona makes no sense. Like architecturally, you can't have that much padding. Sure, after ICML we can talk. I mean, I can also just like, do you know roughly how much logic there is in the GPU drive simulator? Like roughly what the code size is? I haven't really looked too much at the C++ in here. Because this is like 800 lines. It is. Is this it? I mean, Madrona's doing some work with the physics and stuff for you here, but like, you're not even using LiDAR. You do have ray traces. I'd basically have to go through this thing and see how heavy the actual logic is, but like, I wouldn't be surprised if, I really wouldn't be surprised if we got this thing running at like a million steps per second, arbitrary mixes of scenes, like on one CPU core. I wouldn't be surprised. And I don't know how much work that would be because I don't know how much lifting Madrona is doing here. But if this is only like 800 lines of code, like we have, I mean, we have like a dozen environments of about this code size, right? Like it might not, it might not actually be that much work to port some stuff around. Yeah. I don't want to distract you with that until after ICML, but you know, depending on your objectives with this project and how much engineering investment you want there to be, like I honestly would not be surprised at all if you could turn this entire environment into a 1500 to 2000 line single C file that literally runs faster than the GPU version on one CPU core and doesn't have any of the problems that we've just run into, like with all of the memory layout. Like I wouldn't be surprised at all. We've gotten pretty good at making M's very, very fast. I don't know about the LiDAR stuff. LiDAR might be intensive. We'd have to run some numbers. You know, it would be much simpler as well. Like, because frankly, looking at this, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, there's a bunch of C++ shenanigans. Um, if you actually look at like even the env code for neural MMO, which is, I mean, this is like me redoing my PhD in 6 months 1,000 times faster. So like, this is like a pretty heavy environment. Um, this is literally one C file. And if you actually just start reading the code, like it's very brain dead. Like if you just look through the code is easier to understand and way simpler than anything in GPU drive. And it's just like fast and it works. Now the exception is going to be here, right? If there's like legitimately heavy physics that just it's not possible to run fast, then I'm not going to be able to do this for you. But if the compute is not, if like the actual calculations aren't that heavy in the environment, then we should just be able to do it. Okay, so this started learning and then crashed. Let's see why. Interesting. This could just be hyperparam. It got up to 22% and then it crashed. Okay, let me set it to the 3 scene thing. What did I have it? Was it 3 scenes? A unique scenes is 3. Was it like 103 or something? Oh, it was resample off, right? Let me make sure this works. I will push this, and then what would you like? Like, what's the most helpful thing I can do right now for this for you? So I think that technically, if we could run, can I just hook this up to? Okay, so let me show you what I'm thinking here. 'Cause this is not going to do carbs and stuff, but like, let me show you what I did recently. Like, I could get you this, like, just as a one-off really quick. I've been working on this ablation script. This is our sweep function. It's really simple. It just like samples hyperparameters and runs this. And then the secret sauce here is I essentially did some good transforms on the sample spaces. So this is a random search, but it's like if you just naively configure random search in WANDB, like this will be at least 10 times better than your standard standard random search. And like if you run 100 experiments of this, which you can probably do in like a day on one GPU, and also this parallelizes to multi-GPU trivial as well, so you can queue this up for like on multiple machines very, very easily. You should just get good hyperparameters to solve whatever you want. I can probably get it to work with Wannabe as well. I haven't tested it. It definitely works on Neptune. Neptune's just like another Wannabe. So I could probably hack this for you pretty quick if that's useful. I mean, other than that, like, there's deeper stuff I can look at the environment that you probably don't want me to do before ICML. I mean, there's like way deeper stuff in the environment that like, if I wanted to like go look at trying to rewrite GPU drive, that would be like a few week project. So I'm not going to start that right yet, but like good hyperparam tuning that is easy to use and set up. Okay. So what I can do for you then is I can just take your current script. Yes, we're working on the deadline. Okay. The only thing that's obnoxious about GPU drive is it doesn't like it when you like set up and tear down. Hold on. Let's see how you do your script here. Yeah, let's get your hyperparam stuff. I'm not going to do carbs integration for you then yet because that's going to be too complicated. But I think even random will be good enough for you because I tried that child processing and it didn't work. I tried that and it didn't work. Yeah, you have to reuse the sim. S-batch scripts unlaunched. Lucky you with the hardware. We never had that. Though we will be buying our own cluster. I just got quoted for that today. We're going to get 40 nodes of 5090s for Puffer. Where's your script here? The baselines or something? Baselines. Okay. So right here This is just app. And then can we just right here? Can I just put the sweep in a loop here, Daphne? Because like you make the env, right? Can I just reuse the environment? Like if I literally just paste in the sweep logic right here. Sweep code is still there, is it? Oh yeah. Huh. Um, okay, so the issue with this is I can use this, but Wandby's like random sweep stuff sucks. Like their spaces don't seem to work well. I'd rather just paste in, and I can port it to like to log to Wandby if you guys don't want to use Neptune. But I think initially it would be just be easier to set that up. I mean it's like a few line change either way. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. Yeah, because you do have Wandby log calls. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go fiddle with my sweep code a little bit and make sure it works on Wandby, and then I'll give you guys the Wandby version. Um, just so I don't make you guys use a new platform just out the gate. Let's see. Is this for cover? Why is this launching like so many jobs? I don't know what this is doing. Push changes, yeah. That's what I'll do. I'll push changes and then we'll, where's this? Oh wait, it recovered. Wait, it recovered, huh? Hold on a second. Is this like getting your runs or something? I think, I don't know which. Is it like logging tons of different jobs or something, or am I just being dumb? Oh yeah. Look, there you go. This was only 3 scenes though, right? This was, yeah. Okay, this was the 3 scene one. Well, why are they on my Wandby? That's weird. How am I logged into your? That shouldn't be possible. Okay. Well, whatever. Let me stop messing up your Wandby. Entity? Oh, my bad. Okay. I made to do that. I thought this would just be on my personal one. So this is only the 3 scene ones. Okay, so there is your push. Let me just inform them. Fixed. if you want to add, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, how do I do that? I'll do both. Like I'll do a small one over the three scenes to make sure it's working. Um, Most likely, well, I'm just gonna make sure that it works, and then you can run the main sweep. I'm gonna make it so that you can just launch it on 20 nodes or whatever, and it'll just work. I don't have 20 nodes to launch jobs on, so the most I can do is launch like 2 boxes worth of runs. You guys have your own compute, so you can run the full sweep. 5 minutes here. Let me get this. Okay, so yeah, lucky you. You have proper cluster. We will have proper cluster soon. GPU drive mini. Wait, is this download the data set? How do I download this? Is there like, do you just have a download command or something I can do to set this all up? Is there like a curl? Like, do you have like a curl or something? It's in the README. Okay. Well, joke's on you because I can't read. Okay. I literally never use Hugging Face, so I'm just like, give me a second. I mean, think about it. Why would I ever use Hugging Face? All our data comes from environments, right? Okay, so that'll download. Meanwhile, let's go check on ablations. I would like to figure out, is there... Yeah, I'm sure this is just not a memory. We'll deal with that later. Okay. It's missing target metro. This is literally like right off of the dev branch now. First thing I will do. Oh yeah, if you want to do something over the next, few hours, while I'm fixing sweeps, I would go look at the especially the ego ones, and just like, it looks like you were trying to norm everything either from 0 to 1 or -1 to 1, and stuff is not in that range. Some stuff is only a little bit over, which is probably fine, but then there's like ego stuff in the fives, so that's probably why you were needing layer norm. I think layer norm should be pretty useless if the data is like -1 to 1 or 0 to 1. I don't know how long sweeps will take me. This could take me 20 minutes or it could take me 4 hours. There's no way it's that easy. So, well, this isn't getting logged. What happened here? I passed 1B. No, it's nothing here. Oh, wait, here. No, it is. Oh, yeah, there's Puffer Pong. Okay. Group by. Look at that. Yep, see ya. Tag, test tag Pong. Those. I'm just gonna check DMs on the side while I wait to make sure this is working. Okay. It's taken care of. I hate having to use this thing on stream, but it's literally like use this thing or have to take a freaking inhaler. So this is better. Makes me cough a bunch and keeps my lungs loose. Okay, so here's what we got. If I refresh this, where are all of our points? Environment / score. Where the hell are all of our points? Is it grouping them together? Oh, it's like, that's so awkward. Okay, so maybe it's not filter, right? Maybe it's new filter tags is test tag pong. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. And then we visualize all. There we go. Okay, this is what we wanted. And then we want to add lead section. We want to add a scatter plot where x is going to be just a created timestamp maybe. This is going to be score. Panel added to chart section, which is way down here for no reason. Oh, relative time process first. Perfect. So here we have our sweep data, and here we can see that we have our Wanby graphs. Okay, so this works. So yeah, this works perfectly, and you can see we've already gotten like one close to solve in 14 trials with just random search. So I can integrate carbs for them later, but I think this should be hopefully enough if we just run enough experiments on this. Yeah, this should be good enough. And I think that this should just work out of the box for them. So let me just integrate this real quick. See if there's anything from the lab. What's the easiest way to get this to work for them? I think I'm going to take this function. Well, first of all, I have to like, oops. I think I just need to copy this sweep thing here. Where's their window? Hang on. Just like do this over here. Okay. So we're gonna just replace some of their sweep stuff here. Let's get rid of this garbage. This gets called policy train. Good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add We're gonna add this. Oops. I think we add this here. We add sweeps. Maybe put this at the top. Just think what I want to do for them here. I need the sample hyperparameters function. Okay. This is not that bad. I just need to paste in this little piece of code for them. And then I think I need to add a tag option for them as well, because there's no tags. Yeah, so write tag equals tag. Okay. And then we're just gonna add tag. I assume this is tag. Yeah. Project entity. Tag equal args. Args.train. Okay, so we're gonna have to double check that this is working here. I'm gonna have to move this for them as well, because this is just the way that they have this simulator set up. lfconfig.mode sweep. Where do they do an it want to be? Is this inside of train? Yeah, this is inside of train, so that's fine. Okay, so they have a few things that need to be changed here. I swear I'm gonna get like banned for drug use on stream or whatever, because people are gonna think this is a bong. It's just a, I don't know, what is this called? What is this thing even called? Just a thing to inhale a lot of air and make you cough. I don't know, I'm still pretty out of it. Actually, let me just check my O2 real quick, because I feel kind of shitty. Make sure it's not dipped. But yeah, if I can just get this sweep, this basic sweep thing integrated for them, the way I have it set up now is so much easier for multi-machine, at least if you don't want to do carbs, because it's stateless. So you can literally just launch this thing from like 20 machines, and it'll run 20 times as fast. Hang on. Let me just make sure I'm not dying here. $96, I'm good. I don't know where they have the ARGs for this. Like, I don't see where they have train ARGs and stuff. Train options. Load config. Oh, okay, so they have like this separate config.mode. Is mode up here? No, it's probably in. So we'll probably just have to set that separately. And then we'll just do max runs. Is it max runs? Optional. I don't think you need a target metric actually, for what they're doing. So yeah, let's just do this. So train, we don't need target metric. Get rid of this. Args, max runs. Welcome back, thank you. I'm not really fully back. I'm kind of just doing what I can for now. To be fair, a lot of stuff is getting done. It's more getting done from the fact though that I'm just like putting in hours because I have nothing else to do other than, you know, I'm not like exactly working at 100% productivity, but you know, I'm doing what I can. Results have been good. I think results have mostly just been good as a factor of like Puffer's gotten nice enough that stuff's pretty easy to do now. Okay. Tag. Where is this tag thing? I added in tag. I really don't like these like hyper, you know, like these arg parse replacements. They're really just not very good. Like, shouldn't this be available here? Oh, it's not in args, it's literally just in, that's so jank. So this is just like tag, I think. And then, yeah, I think this is literally just like tag. What is this? Okay, how does this stupid thing work? Okay, so it's not going to give me tag. It should be an arg in here, right? Do I have to pass it in? Fucking Python, man. Am I just blind? Is it in here? Is there a tag in here? No, there's no tag in here. Well, how does this thing work then? Maybe... Okay, so it looks like you get it from here. And then do I have to pass this? Maybe I have to pass this to train? That's really jank. Tag. Tag. Okay, so there, now I actually have tag. And if I just do like dash dash tag boo, does this give me something? No, of course it doesn't give me something. What the fuck? How does this thing get populated then? Because is this not just a command line arc? Like if I just do like no, it is there. What the hell? Okay, so maybe this thing is not broken. But then I pass tag. I pass tag to, oh, here, because it's, yeah, this isn't going through tree, it's through sweep. So can I do like config.mode sweep and then get something? Mode sweep. Okay, I think I have to do this in the file. So silly. Okay, so I just changed this to sweep. Okay, cool. Now we get tag. Yeah, now we have our tag correct. Args max runs. Not in there. Got it. Okay, I know how this goes now. This is just max runs. And then so sweep. We're gonna have to set up a sweep arg, aren't we? We'll set that up for them. Time's not defined. Random. Number's already there. Perfect. Keys. And then we have to add a sweep section, I suppose, to this, which will be slightly awkward. Maybe. Config.train. Okay, so config.train, they kind of kept most of my stuff. So maybe this won't be that bad. Update. Does have an update method. Okay, so we'll just add here sweep, and then now I have to actually go figure out how to add this stuff. I think you can nest these. Yeah, you can nest these, right? So I can just do like train rate distribution log normal. Scale. Okay. I'm hoping this will not be that hard to like just reorder. Scale 5. Do I want to even give this to them? I don't even want to give this to them because it's going to slow their runs down. Do we even care about value function coefficient and grad norm? Wait, do they have max grad norm set to 0.5? Is that normal? I thought it was 5. Wait, hang on. Am I insane here? Or did they do something silly? Huh, it is 0.5. That's weird. We're probably just not clipping in the first place that much. So. Alright, I'm wrong for once. Oh, biggie. Where'd my other window go? This is probably all I have to give him, right? Is learning rate. Oh, lambda. Duh. I missed lambda. G lambda 9.5. And this is 9.8. That should be good. Give him 4 hypers. Log normal. Okay, so that should be their sweep config done. Let's see if I can actually use this. Surprisingly, that seems to load correctly. It's easier than expected. So this is args.sweep. And then this is args.train. And I hope this update function works. Hypers of train. And we'll see if this works because they have some weird things going on. Updated ops constant should be awesome. I'm almost done getting your sweep stuff set up. Hold on. So I got you a basic sweep configuration. And this should be once I get this working, you're just going to be able to launch this on 20 nodes and auto solve. I'm not doing carbs because you can't really do carbs multi-node at the moment. That's harder, but this should be like a really nice, easy thing, and you should just solve it anyways. Oops. I'll show you what I've done for you in a second. Okay, so that gives you what look like reasonable samples. 0.5 lambda. Hold on, that might have just been an unlucky sample. That is possible, but yeah, okay, that's just an unlucky sample. That's totally fine. It is allowed to go that low. Okay, so config train. If I do this, train. Okay, perfect. Now I don't know why these are wrapped in floats like this. I don't think that should matter. Args not defined. Let's see, this is just config. Big. Make env. And you don't pass policy class or anything. I guess these are train. Okay. Now I'd like to have this not be on your wand B, so I don't pollute your stuff. Let me figure out how to do that. I don't know why this was on your labs by default. That's weird. Let's see if this does it to mine now. I didn't even think I had authorization for that. So now, oh, okay. The entity should still default to mine. That's really weird. And it got tag. Really? Did you say you're buying 40, 50, 90s? Yeah. Puffer's going to have, we're going to expand our cluster to have 40 machines with 150, 90 each. I think this is just tags. Oh, I just messed this up. Huh? Oh, args.1b.tags. Okay. Do you use this? I guess I can do it from there. Ooh. Best. I can just get rid of this extra thing. They're not going to be optional because we're going to use. I can get rid of this. But basically, we're going to use tags for sweeps. So you're going to make a tag group, and basically in one sweep, you'll just set a tag, and then all the jobs that are in that sweep will just be that tag. So we're not going to use the Wanby sweeps interface because it's a mess, and instead we're going to have essentially the same thing, but set up via tags. This will be much easier, I promise. Yeah, so I didn't. This is me just being sloppy. Get rid of this. Okay, so that now initializes. Wanby takes absolutely forever to initialize, but it's fine. args.wanby.config.train. And perfect. We see we get the sweep in there. Okay. So maybe this is it. We might have it set up for you already. Okay, so that seems to run. Let me change your config to make sure that this is actually doing what we expect. And I'll show you at the same time, I'll show you what I've done here. So where's this? 1 million. We're just going to change this to 1 million for now, just so we have a quick test. So what I did is I added this sweep section here. I just like converted this. We have any files, I converted it to YAML. You get these distributions. You specify a mean for the distribution, a scale, and a clip. So what this is going to do is this is going to transform your parameters into log space, and then it's going to sample around 0.05 in log space using a Gaussian with a mean, with a scale of 1 order of magnitude and clipping it 2 orders of magnitude. So this is going to give you parameters between 0.5 or whatever and 0.005 or whatever. Yeah. So that's what that'll do. And then we also have the same thing for logits. This is very important because if you use log distribution for logit, you get garbage. It's just 1 minus. So it does 1 minus this param, so 0.02 nope, yeah, 0.02, samples same exact distribution in log space, and then transforms back so that you get correct numbers. This is very, very basic stuff, but everyone does it wrong, and I made like random search 10x better just by doing this. And we've tested this in Puffer. So this is like brand new stuff I'm basically pulling in from dev for you. But I figured that it's stable, it's really simple, and it's like 100 lines of code to your file, so whatever. Isn't that really large for gamma? No? Gamma is usually somewhere close to 0.99. Right? Gamma is the decay or the discount factor. It's usually between like 0.9 and 0.999. The scale? No, because what it'll do for the scale is this will be half an order of magnitude. So this will be like if you transform this, this is 0.02. So half an order of magnitude, well, a full order of magnitude would be between 0.2 and 0.002. So this should be between like 0.7 something and like 0.99 something. Are the 5090s mainly to run the LSTMs for PP? It's to run whatever architecture we're going to run. Like whatever architecture. Our nets aren't that big, but we push so much data that yeah, we'll saturate. The 5090s are expected to be like about a 50% performance upgrade over 4090s. NVIDIA's not even selling 4090s anymore. The 5090s aren't that much more expensive. And like if we get them right when they're released, basically we'll be good for 3 years hardware wise. It'll take them like 2 years to release the next card probably. And we'll be one gen behind for a year or whatever, but who knows? Maybe by then Puffer's doing well enough that we can just afford to get brand new hardware whenever we want. All right, let's try this out. Uh, I love Madrona errors. So this finished, and then all right, I might need some help with this, Daphne. How do I get Madrona to not be a pain? Puffer's gonna be yeah, exactly. We're really gonna be able to crank some research. All right, so how do I get Madrona to not do this? Thought you made the oh, hang on. I have to move this, don't I? Yeah, I have to move this. Config.mode is train. Wait, can I just like, I don't know, maybe, oh, because you do make env. This is make, I see. I just have to reorder your code a little bit. We're gonna do, this is gonna just take back env instead. And we're gonna take this. I'm gonna put this here. This is fine, all right? Just move this up to here. This is needed. Let's see if this works. Arg is not defined. So this is just config, right? Okay, let's see if this works. If this works, I'll basically this will have fixed all your problems. Come on, what's wrong here? Dict has no attribute. Put dim. Really? Make policy. So for some reason this fails second time around. For folks that are just joining on YouTube here, we are currently optimizing the GPU drive, GPU accelerated driving environment. We've gotten training up from 35,000 steps per second to about 250,000. And I'm now integrating some very nice hyperparameter sweep stuff for them so that they can just like run several hundred experiments and auto solve everything. Just doing some nice little RL infrastructure and improvements for them. Okay, so what's wrong here? Config args dot train dot network. Somehow this became a dictionary. How did this become a dictionary? It's literally just like a it's so silly. Orgs.train at network. Is it this? You can just do args.train.update. So like args.train network is a box. So if I just do like args.train.update, let me see if this package is smart enough. That works. I think if you just leave it as a box. Let's try this. Still no. Module 1B has no attribute project. So somehow this gets overwritten as well. Ah, I see. See if this does it. Little fiddliness. It's just Python being Python. The cool thing about this though is because this is just a random search. What? Subject is no. Okay. Because this is just a random search, they're going to be able to run this distributed with like no effort at all. It's really nice. So this is let's see if this works. Hey Noah, I owe you a code review. Would you like me to do that today on stream? Because you've done some good work. I'm currently just finishing up some stuff for the NYU folks on GPU drive. But as soon as I'm finished with this, I'd be more than happy to do a full code review for TCG. The return to stream has been, it's been a little bit slow getting back to streaming and stuff. I'm still pretty sick, but I had nothing to do but code. Can't say today. Okay, tomorrow's good. Yeah, just let me know around when, and I'll make sure that I give you a full code review because it looks like you've done some good work there, and I would love to have that as an environment that we can start training on. You kept the code very clean as well. Like that was very good code. Good job. Just from like my initial look at it. I haven't done a full review, obviously. No attribute stem. Probably because we have to not close this. 10x speed up, yeah. So I 10x'd it before for them, and then they added some stuff and it got 10x lower again, and now I've 10x'd it back to 250K, and now I'm integrating hyperparam sweeps for them. Basically, the goal is we're going to have this set up so they just full solve everything today. I would have liked to have been doing this last week, so it's not 2 weeks before their deadline for ICML. I would like to have done a lot of this stuff a little earlier. I may be a week or two behind, but I mean, give me a break. Freaking pneumonia sucks. One more day of antibiotics. and then probably still a few weeks before I can be doing proper exercise and stuff again. How's Neptune integration going? Neptune is very, very good. We've got there are a few little bugs I'm still fixing on our sweeps and stuff, but look how cool this is. Like we just can do, here's a sweep, and here's a sweep. We just have our dashboards. We've got all our charts if we want them. They like load tons of data pretty darn quick. It's a lot nicer than Wanbi for most things. We support Wanbi as well. It turns out that if you just don't use the Wanbi sweeps, is it more flexible? It's just a little bit faster and has slightly nicer dashboards is all. We'll support both because it turns out it's very easy to support both. The only thing I want to drop support for is the Wanbi sweeps API specifically. I think we're going to just do our own sweeps managed via tags, and that'll just be better because their sweeps API is just really jank is all. So if we do it ourselves, it ends up being less code, it ends up being simpler, and we end up having more control over how we're selecting parameters. So we're going to keep Wanbi support, we're going to add Neptune support, we're going to have our own sweep support, we're going to drop Wanbi sweep support. That's the current plan. What was wrong here? No attribute sim. Oh yeah, it's just PPO.close on data. So let's just see where they have. Notice perk is off. Trying to understand why. Is it off? Hold on. It shouldn't be. Let me see that. Let me pull up the Slack. What happened to goal achieved rate metric? What are you running that with? Because I had goal achieved at 0.9 in one of the runs before. Well, I had that. I had a run. We didn't use. You were watching that with me, right? We had a run with 0.9 on there. It's possible that I messed up the settings since then. I'll run some debug stuff in a second for you. Let me just figure out why this is not working. Was reward? No, I wasn't looking at reward. I was looking at goal completed, and it was at 0.92 or something. I think I'm just gonna comment this because closing the env break stuff for you guys. So I think I'm just gonna comment this one. Here, let's see if this works now. I might already have your sweeps up and running. Okay, so there's the first job. And then there we go. This now looks like it works. We'll see if Madrona leaks memory or causes us any other issues. Paper 1, self-play. I'm still on your repo, apparently. So my bad there. But I should be able to at least filter by tag is test. Okay, so yeah, this now works. So now let's try training, because I have your sweeps working. Let me go edit the config, and let me see what happened there. We'll go back to train mode, and then we'll do 100 million steps. And then I have K unique scenes is 3. And after this, we're going to get your, as soon as we have this working, what I'd like to do today is I'd like to have you able to run a full sweep on your cluster until I think you'll full solve everything. If we've gotten all the bugs out, you should full solve everything. Okay, I'm going to let this run. I'm going to be right back. I'll use the restroom real quick. Have I been muted this whole time? Great. I forgot to unmute my mic. Why does nobody tell me this? Why does nobody tell me? Anyways, changes are pushed. Sweeps are working and running right now. Say they should give me a second run. Why does this not give me a second run? Hang on, there might be something screwy here. There should be a second run here. Why is this not logging? Freaking wannabe, I swear. Wait, what? Why does it say 3 visualized? Is it overwriting this run? What is going on? Okay, we're just stepping on each other's toes somehow. And also I don't know why this isn't logging multiple runs. Let me see. 9 minutes ago. This was not created 9 minutes ago. Let me see. There's like one last thing wrong with this. args.train. Okay, so here's the issue. args train exp ID. Where does this come from? Date time. Okay, so here's the issue. Yeah, here's your issue. So I have to move this. And that's obnoxious, isn't it? That's like really obnoxious. Get out of here, bot. Ingratiating genocide. Lovely bot. Get out of here. Doesn't happen on YouTube, just shitty Twitch. I don't know what's up with their bot stuff. Train loader. Just trying to think how I want to do this. Doesn't even get used. It just gets used in the wannabe init. So can I just like literally can I just like delete and move this over to here? Wherever train is. I'm just gonna make a function. This is driving me nuts. See about this. We'll do 50 million. Welcome, YouTube folks. We're almost done getting hyperparam sweep set up very nicely for GPU drive. Couple last little bugs to fix. This should be very good though. Okay, now that uploads. So I should be getting separate runs in here. Let's see if that's happening. So you just filter by tag, basic sweep. And this is not logging very frequently. Not really getting any curves. But these are logging as separate runs now. What in the hell? 28 limits. I think it's literally made the name too long. Are they getting longer and longer? Oh, yeah, that's me messing up. Hold on. Yeah, this is... Just figure out how I do this. What is this train X by D anyways? PPO underscore. I'm just gonna switch this to PPO. Like, this is silly. I'm just gonna switch this. We have like... It's just messing up the... Yeah, we were getting, look at this. We get like, we're unwrapping Christmas presents here. Alright, let's try this again. Also, is the log frequency really, like, is it like logging very infrequently? So I'm only getting like one data point for 5 million steps or 2 million steps. I have to look at that. Well, the default settings is puffer logs whenever you give it logs. So it depends how often you're giving it logs. Let's see if this shows up. Every rollout. Something's not working then because it's not showing up that frequently. Okay, so here's our new run. Performance. Where are our metrics? Do we literally not get metrics in 2 million steps? Maybe I just need to run it longer. Hold on. I'm gonna up this to 5 million or 10 million, whatever. Also, Daphne, did you check the ego observations. It doesn't look like the diff from the last norm changes would be enough to offset that. Like there were 5s in the ego obs. When I run your branch, logging works as expected. Hang on, let me watch this then. Oh, there it goes. For some reason, it doesn't log until 3 million steps or whatever. It logs pretty infrequently. There were 5s in there. Like that probably will work, but it's not going to be as stable as if it were 1. Was this 10 mil? This didn't log. Do this and this. Okay, perfect. So it should log, and then we'll get your full sweep running. I can set you up a panel in this as well. I can set you up like a proper dashboard in this. Once we get like proper sweeps. I don't know if it carries over across users. That's the thing. But I can show you how to set up like a proper sweep dashboard in this. Yeah, the logging is like really infrequent, so it's not showing properly. Definitely want to look at that. Run compare. I mean, basically, I'm just going to set you up something that looks like the Neptune chart. I think this is what you want. So you can get Pareto fronts if you're going to do like time variable sweep. You can just you just have like all your runs in one spot, and then the important ones is like you start to see hyperparam sensitivity like this. Right, so you can see like clustered lambdas, you can see gamma clustered over here, right? You can see like stable learning rate region and stuff like this. Yeah, so this is just logging very infrequently because you can see like I'm only getting these little tiny line segments. So let's go fix logging, figure out what's wrong with that, and then you'll be ready to go. Is the logging in, is it just like hard-coded? Operations. Metrics. This is under metrics. Okay, so this is pretty much my same code from before, just like customized to your stuff. That's fine. And data.stats. If profile.update data. Wow. So this should be once a second capped, but this should be fine. I noticed that you're not getting constant logs back from GPU drive. So let's figure out what's wrong with that. Well, it's not wrong, it's just infrequent. It's like not logging frequently enough for some reason. Where's the buffer env again? I don't remember where everything is. Buffer env. Let's see. Still private. It's possible if you have more scenes or something, it's logging more often. Is there an invite to accept? I think it still has my old email on this. If you invite by username, my username should just be J Suarez. Yeah, it's got my super old email on this. But you should just be able to invite like J Suarez. Well, I can't even access that email anymore. Do you have to accept an invite? I think if you just add, can you not just like add a username? Yeah, like right here, invite teammates, just put J Suarez in here and it'll work. Let's see where info is. So info, num finished agents is greater than 0. Done. There it goes. Okay, so this is logging correctly. Do you just have more scenes or something? Is it just because I'm testing with 3 scenes? You have 3 scenes? Same settings. Well, something's screwy. I took the speed thing out, by the way. You might have to fix this because it was yeah, there's some masking that needs to be fixed there. Everything else I left. Goal achieved rate. And this looks fine. Where's the Are we using the same data as well? We're using the same example data? I mean, if it works, it works. I could just be getting rate limited or something stupid because we're all running experiments at the same time. Wanby could be doing some weird smoothing, I don't know. So what should we do? What would you like from here? Because it works. It might be, I mean, it's not going to matter when you're doing 100 million step runs anyways, regardless of what it does. So I have it now at this point where, you know, you can do these sweeps. Yeah. Uh, sure. Would you like me to get off the stream? I have a few people watching this at the moment, like 6 or 7. I can hop off. Yeah. Um, Stream will be back. It's fine. We don't have to do call on stream.